Hey folks, Stronghold Crafter Kev here with another video. Welcome to my channel. In this video, this is the continuing tutorial on how to make a castle wall out of foam. Yes.
Yeah.
And this video is going to feature just detailing the main part of the castle wall. And by the way, this is my daughter, Ari. Say hi.
Hi.
Anyway, like I said, now she's getting rambunctious. Welcome to my channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you. Appreciate it. If you like what you see, please subscribe. I have more things to come down the channel. I wouldn't want you to miss out. And for more information on my craft, visit my website, which is strongholdsoffantasy.com. I'll see you in a bit. Say bye.
Hi.
Hey folks, welcome back to this tutorial, and we are going to get into the detailing part. Yes, because we are done with the cutting part of the foam, so I will get the next part in sight. Hold on. Okay, here we have our basic wall piece, and like I said before, this is actually two pieces. So, because I don't have an actual piece of polystyrene, that will be the desired width I want. So I have 2 3/4 inch pieces of foam that I'm going to glue together. So, if you do choose to do that with your wall piece, make sure that it fits together fairly square. Doesn't have to be exact. At least have one side that is flat enough that when you glue it together, it'll stand nice and sturdy. Okay. The other part that's maybe a little more uneven or so, you can cover that up anyway, so it won't make that big of a deal. So now, there are two kinds of glue I can recommend for this. You can use Elmer's multi-purpose glue. It takes a while to dry, so or you can use super tacky glue. This takes less time to cure and dry. I've tested it out. It is safe for using on foam. So Nicole, quality value. Yes. It was actually a little bit cheaper than the Elmer's glue, but anyway, Elmer's glue is a little bit more available in most places to begin with. So, I'll just show you what I do, and we'll go from there. Anyway, you want to squeeze out about this much in I'd say a snake-like pattern. What's nice about this glue is it's thin enough to where when you press the two pieces together, it will spread and it will bond the two pieces together fairly well. And let's see if it's all, there we go. Like that. Not a whole lot, but just enough. Okay. Now, I'm not going to bother to spread it because it'll spread when you press the other piece on here. But it's going to take a few hours to dry, even though it's multi-purpose. And you want to press down firmly. Make sure there's no glue leaking out the edges. Okay. And what I do also is I also press down from the top, and at least on one of the sides I press firmly to make sure that I have it fairly straight in the way I want it to be, because this could so easily shift if you're not careful. Now, I don't trust these two are going to stay together, so what I usually do is I very carefully find some kind of useful weight, like a case or something that has enough weight to hold it down. Like you can use empty glass jars like that. I use for my painting and stuff, stuff like that. So we will put this very carefully aside for now, and just hold on. Alright, our wall segment is dry, and usually with a wall segment like this, just to make sure I know which end is up and down, I always put a marking pointing up, so I know, okay, this is how, that way I know to stand it up that way. Okay? So, now we want to start the carving process. Now, I'm going to show you how I do a bricklayer-like method. How much carving you put into it is totally up to you. Some people do like a little bit of brick here and there and just, you know, leave it open and rest. I prefer to do something more detailed where you get all the lines and stuff. And then there are some people that like to do the stonework, which is a whole different odd shapes, and that involves a lot more carving, and I'm not going to get into that. So I will show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, now I want to have some well, obviously you need to know how big your bricks are going to be. Okay, in this case I'm going to make them with this, I think this is called a rafter square. Anyway, you can get it at any home improvement place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off some tick marks here for ½ an inch. And I'm going to use this square also as a ruler, and you'll see what I mean. So hold on, I will mark this up. Alright, now I've taken the time to mark up the block, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to line up my square, and we are going to do some carving. I forgot which side I lined this up with. Okay, there we go. Anyway, I'm going to take my Hot Wire Foam Factory engraving tool here, and even though this works at like a lower setting, you want to be careful because it will burn you. So anyway, and also open up a window for ventilation. So I'm just going to line up with the tick marks, which I already did, and run it across just like so. You don't have to really go too deep, and you don't need to go too fast, but let's see if I can pick this up here. There we go. So you can see the indentation there. So I'll do the rest of this and I'll show you what I came up with. Hold on. Alright, here we go. Alright, now that I have all the lines carved, you can see how that looks. And I did take the liberty of carving some additional lines here. Sorry if I'm having trouble with the contrast here. But, here we go. Right here. So, and I'll do a simple demonstration of how you can do that. Oops, sorry. Okay. After marking off where the lines are supposed to be, you want to very carefully put the engraving tool in place without disturbing the lines. Just like so. They will tend to be a little bit deeper than the original horizontal lines. And there's also angel hairs to take care of. So I'll finish this out and show you how it looks. Hold on. Alright, of course if this was pink foam this would show up a lot easier, but we'll just have to make do here. Alright. See if I can get it focus here. It's just too much white. Anyway, right here on this line here I engraved an inch increments here. Okay, so that's how it looks right now. And obviously it's not complete, so what I'm going to do is continue. Now, I don't take the time to actually mark the next set of lines. What I do is I do a simple method of cutting in between, and I do it really freehand. So you just have to be very careful that you pick the right ones and just go right down the middle, in between. And as usual, we have the ever popular angel hairs. Anyway, there we go. Now you can see that stuff there. Okay. Now I'll continue doing this wall and I'll show you what I got. Alright. Now, I'll just hold it like this because this seems to be the best angle to show it. Alright. Now I took the time to finish out the pattern. As you can see, it turned out pretty well. And if you're wondering, well, I had a little accident with the engraving tool, and it like whoops, this is improvised damage, no big deal. It'll add to the realism of the look here. But I think actually, well, depending on what side it is, the trim piece may cover it up or may not cover it up. But you see, overall it has a pretty good contrast. So we'll go on to the next part.